What up, Dokkanners? So now we are going to be breaking down everything that we learned in the 10th anniversary live stream. I have a lot to get to, so I'm just trying to get these out one by one. Let's go ahead and do this. This is not going to have any reactions, but we are just going to be covering everything in a much more compact fashion. Big shout out to Air Dokkan for helping provide all the slides and everything. It's going to be easier to go through it with this instead of just like watching the video again. Because what's the point? I mean, you might as well just watch the whole thing. By the way, if you want to see my unedited reaction, though, do check out my other video. And I've done a couple, I think, since then. It is absolute insanity right now in the content creator side of this. And even just regular Dokkan players are going crazy. So let's just jump in here. I guess, yeah, let me just use Air Dokkan here. So program lineup, 10th anniversary campaign information, new character information, Dragonstone giveaway. TLDR, we got 77 Dragonstones. We almost didn't get that because the final challenge for them, it was Sunshine, you know, the crazy guy, and the two producers, Geppy and Amatsu. They were supposed to throw key spheres, which are basically foam balls, at 6 enemies or 8 enemies in 2 minutes. They got to knock them all down. They almost didn't, but because they did, we got 27 Dragonstones extra on top of the 50 that we got just from having over 100,000 concurrent viewers. We shattered that record immediately, which is really, really funny. So that's how it started. Then we went over some of the information from the 10th anniversary pre-stream broadcast that was supposed to happen at Battle Hour, and then also we were given some announcements about the upcoming events. Tales of the Super Warriors. These are the graphics for the new event. They basically were talking about how they wanted to provide a lot of content for all levels of players. So if you're a veteran Dokkanner, you might find some of these events to be very easy, but the idea is just to provide tons and tons of content. We are broadcasting simultaneously on YouTube for both Global and JP. What they did is they had some presets for the translations on the important stuff. And then whenever they would kind of vamp or talk about extra stuff, they would just put a little caption, free talk, which became a little meme during the live stream. But they were all just having fun, discussing the hype around the character. Sunshine was kind of like the voice for us. He was kind of being the one reacting the way that we were. They reviewed the theme, Tenka Muso, which is second to none, basically just celebrating Dragon Ball, all the different aspects of Dragon Ball minus Daima. Daima is not listed in here. And then, yeah, they do start with the 10th anniversary Tales of the Super Warriors. We don't know yet what this is going to be like in terms of challenge level, but I imagine since it's a story, it's not going to be very challenging. Now, the big surprise here is when they were talking about the two free-to-play characters, we see Demon King Piccolo and we see Trunks. This is their base SSR form. We then see their final forms, and LR Demon King Piccolo is in fact the new LR and not the Goten Trunks. Now, some people were saying that makes sense considering we just got attack Gotenks. But I figured, you know what, Trunks and Goten separately, then fusing, that's kind of a concept we haven't seen in a little while. But anyway, this is the LR, this is the TR. The interesting thing, though, is out of the two, the character that is more likely to have the reversible exchange mechanic is going to be the Goten Trunks. So what they could end up doing is they could be making it so that the LR Demon King Piccolo is just a regular LR with his own abilities, maybe some cool stuff, maybe not. But then the TUR actually has the new reversible exchange mechanic, which we'll have to wait and see. We don't know that, but we just know that these are the arts. So I've went ahead and I added that to the official updated list here. This is consistent with the characters that they have officially revealed. I am not including the 7th anniversary EZA or the Gods EZA simply because they haven't officially announced it yet. We know it's coming, but that's only why it's not there. There is also something else that a lot of you would probably be commenting about right now in the video, but I'm telling you, I'll talk about that in another video. I gotta compartmentalize here. There's a lot of moving pieces, there's a lot of balls in the air, so I gotta stay focused. Trust me, I am trying to hold that in so that I can scream it out in the next video. Stay tuned. So let's get back here. Yeah, we got the LRs for that. We don't learn anything about what they do. Then they talk about Dokkan Chronicles. So this is going to be basically a way for players to journey through the history of Dokkan, fighting enemies from years past. So this is a great way for newer players who feel like they've missed out on a lot of stuff to kind of get a taste of what it was like back in the day, I guess, by fighting some of the adversaries from back then. You still wouldn't be able to experience truly what it was like unless you were there, which is something that even I won't be able to embark on. But still, they're doing this to celebrate Dokkan, which is very, very nice to see. They're going to be doing a Purunga Dragon Ball campaign. You collect Dragon Balls, you get free wishes. If you guys have seen my videos recently on the last Purunga Dragon Ball campaign, they are very, very good. They updated the wishes recently, so have made it even better. Fantastic things. So Lots of free events, lots of free content, lots of free rewards, which is very good. And then finally, we get to the new character information. Before we get to see what the characters can do, they once again review what the theme is: miraculous power born from the strongest duo, family, and rivals. There is a major spoiler for part 2. I will not discuss it in the video itself, but in the comments, I can't promise anything because people are probably already tripping about it right now. But once again, they're reminding of the themes. This will hold true for the second part as well. But enough about that. Let's take a look at the card art. So we first look at the Goku and Vegeta. SSR Goku, which means this is a farmable Goku. You can farm up the super attack. And by the way, we can actually take a look at the medals needed again. This is the TUR, this is the Goku, this is the Vegeta, this is the Vegito. Reversible exchange means either version is playable once the conditions are met. They actually go into detail about that later on. But once you meet the condition for the reversible exchange, you can toggle either one back and forth whenever you want, which is really neat. Then they show the card art for the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So we've got the SSR, the TUR, the LR, the transformation into Golden Great Ape, and then the Super Saiyan 4. So a lot of different art here, which looks fantastic. I would honestly say that this is the best of all of them. This looks really nice. And then, I don't know if this is just the Vegeta fan in me that has to cope and deal with all the disrespect, but this feels targeted, does it not? Like, look at how empty the sides look. It's obviously just Vegeta SSR, Vegeta TUR, Vegeta LR, but it's like after the other two characters, why do you gotta end with this? Why can't you open with this? That's just my little gripe, but still, that's the art for that. And then we actually take a look at the details for the characters. So now we've actually got the animations that we can look at. I'm gonna go ahead and play them all together on the actual official Dokkan Twitter. Now, for some reason, they have not given the global audio. They didn't do it in the broadcast, and they also didn't do it on the global social media. I don't know why, but it also is consistent with the fact that global still doesn't have the data download. JP has the data download. We've already talked about that in the previous video, so it is kind of interesting that that's not here. But let's just go ahead and watch this anyway, and we will continue from there. Also, if you didn't notice, that was Goku. That is the banner unit. That was not in the video, so that's going to be a little extra thing that we discussed here. This is the new Hercule banner unit. You can see Goku in the background. It's not a playable character. It is merely an active skill, but still it is very hype. Very hype. What is this music?
I am neither Goku or Hercule. I'm Goku.
Spirit bomb, like a Toon Spirit bomb. That's the active. That is so stupid. That's awesome. I guess before we move on, I quickly touched on this in the other video, but I'll also mention it here since we're being thorough. So Goku, Hercule, Heroes who protect Earth, Saviors 130%, greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn, cause supreme damage, high chance to stun. Attack and defense plus 250, all allies attack and defense plus 50% and key plus 2 for all allies who are in earthly protectors. Every time you receive an attack or dodge, defense plus 30% up to 150. When there's an ally in the earth protector category attacking in the same turn, dodge goes up by 45%. Until you are attacked during the turn, damage reduction 90%. Now, I still don't know what this means in terms of semantics. Does this mean that if you are attacked but you dodge it, do you lose this? Do you have to actually have contact made with you in order for the damage reduction to dissipate? I don't know. That's going to be something that either we find out in game or we find out via a Proton reply. He'll probably help us out either in this video or in the previous one. But that one still, I don't know. Global doesn't have a data download yet. When under attack, when upon receiving an attack, dodge chance plus 40%. So that's an 85% dodge chance, if I'm understanding this right, which is crazy. Combined with this, really pushes the definition of do or die, because or dodge or die, because even if you don't dodge, you're covered. This is a fantastic defensive banner unit. And then on top of that, when you dodge for 2 turns, all superclass allies key plus 2. Active skill temporarily increases attack by 500%, deals ultimate damage to the enemy, guaranteed crit for the turn. That can be done after the character is attacked 5 times or dodges 5 times during battle. So yeah, that is Goku. They did not talk about that during the broadcast, but he is incredible. So now let's take a look at the animations for the Goku Vegeta. All in Japanese. They do that little sweeping Kamehameha. Then he goes Super Saiyan 3. I think what makes these animations extra special is the little things that they do. It's the lighting, it's the extra frames with the blurred lines, or the lens flare effects. So he senses Vegeta, so he knows he's there. And this is the whole reversible exchange thing. And now the coin flips. And so now once you activate that, you can actually just push that again, apparently, and just go back and forth, which is awesome. And so now we'll see Vegeta's animations. Love a little Majin Vegeta nod right there. Little Piccolo shout out with that Hell Zone grenade. And yeah, you can toggle back and forth. Now, the cool thing is that this character has an active skill on each. So both characters share the same reversible exchange, but then each character has its own active skill that sends you in a different direction. So let's go ahead and watch that. I'll explain all that later. Oh, wait, what? Why are they showing that one first? Okay, I'm gonna spoil it then. So what happens is when Vegeta does the active skill, he takes that Potara earring and he breaks it because he don't want nothing to do with Goku. And then when Goku does it, they fuse. Budokai 2 reference. There's so many visual cues and references. It's overwhelming. There's some Kakarot in here. There's Budokai 2 in here. There's got to be other stuff in here too. I can't even like bother keeping track. Dude, are you kidding me? You're too slow. So yeah, that is the full animation set for him. Let's go ahead and go through those details real quick. So basically, I'm not gonna go through every little thing about it, but the Goku is an attack stacker. He is an attack stacker who temporarily raises defense. After he is around for 4 turns from the start of battle, he can exchange with the Vegeta. This guy has a defensive support for Earth protecting heroes and Potara, damage reduction, more attack, more damage reduction, more combo power. Both characters are stacking all-stars. One stacks offense, one stacks defense. So Vegeta basically does the opposite of this. His support, he helps attack, and then his super attack permanently stacks defense, and he gets a little, I think, damage reduction and guard. Let me switch to him and pull up his info. So he's raising defense here. Burning Stars Cannon. I don't actually know what that's a reference to. I'm a fake Dragon Ball fan. I don't remember what that is, what that's from, because all I see is Hell Zone Grenade. But then let's pull up his passive. It's basically exactly the same. There it is. Damage reduction, attack plus 40%, Q plus 2, reversible exchange. Launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. He is a slot 1. Goku is a slot 2, slot 3. This guy's a slot 1. And when you're stacking intermittently between either forms, you are carrying all of that stuff with you. And then you get to the active point. So after a certain point, Vegeta can activate the active skill where he says, oh, hell no, I'm not fusing with you. And if he does that, oh, the animation was right here. Rewind. There it is. Also.
やっぱこいつは俺たち向きじゃねえ。
よく言ったなカカロット。それこそがサイヤ人だ。
We see a little year 3 reference right there. Also, I think isn't some of that what they do right before they fight Kid Buu when Elder Kai offers the earrings again or something for them? I think that's what that's also a reference to. This is what Vegeta does. Ki +3 attack and defense +18% and guards. So he gets a perma boost and a perma guard can be activated upon entering the attacking turn once only, be it before or after reversible exchange. Then we go to the Goku who transforms as you saw. Let's pull up his details. He's only a 4-turn character, but for good reason. He has 1 attack, an ultra super attack, greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. And then for his passive, he's just invincible. He's just God. He gets more attack with each attack received. He can get guaranteed crit. He counters. He foresees attacks for 4 turns. He then supports with both abilities from the previous 2 characters. I love that touch. Ki +2 attack and defense 40%, 60% damage reduction, guard, everything. He's a god. So if you want to spend more time with the actual details, do check out the reaction video because I don't want to make this video just as long. But this guy is basically just the greatest. He is insane. Active skills, Spirit Sword, cause ultimate damage, defense +300%, directs all enemies' attacks towards the character, and all attacks become crits for 1 turn. I actually missed this during the live broadcast because I was freaking out. He's got a target focus effect. I didn't even notice that. I'm only realizing that right now. So there is your Vegito. After that, we switch over to the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and we check out those animations. So let me actually pull it up right over here, and let's see what he can do. So let's go ahead and play these. The lighting, the way that this feels, it just screams GT episode. Like it's just right out of GT. This guy, you actually get to attack with him.
Are you on our side? The good side?
He's a Super Saiyan 4.
I love that GT episode in the dub, man. I know y'all don't like the dub, but I'm telling you, the dub for that transformation and the payoff, so good. So good. And then we get this. All right, now let's take a look at what this baby can do. Did you get all them animations? You taking all that in? All right, let's take a look at what he does real quickly. Oh, I forgot to mention the other guy. Okay, so this guy's a 220% leader skill for Giant A power. Man, I forgot about the leader skill completely. So this Vegito leads Earth protecting heroes, fused fighters, pure Saiyans 200% HP, 170% stats, and then an extra 50% to Earthbred fighters or Patara. We are now at a 250% clip for HP, 220% for stats. That is the new meta. And then when we switch over to the Super Saiyan 4, we are at a straight up 220% leader skill for Giant Ape Power. He does not lead any of the newer categories. For his passive in his base form, he's got some issues. He guards only for 4 turns. He has a great chance to dodge only for 4 turns. The idea is that you want to be transforming into the Giant Ape form. which will happen for 1 turn. Active skill can be activated when HP is 70% or less, or starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle. And then when you go Super Saiyan, or when you go to the Golden Great Ape, you've got all of this, but you're invincible for 1 turn anyway. And then immediately after that 1 turn, you transform into Super Saiyan 4, who permanently raises attack and defense on both supers. He can 2 turns support the team with his super attack, making him incredibly good. And then he is also busted. He provides team damage reduction, team defense, he guards, guaranteed crit for 4 turns. He eventually gets guaranteed crit after launching enough attacks and receiving enough attacks. He has a heal, which I imagine is only a one-time thing since it doesn't show the infinity symbol. When maybe not. Maybe not. I think this is actually permanent. And then he just has all these different combos. So he is also ridiculously good. I guess the only downside would be it takes some time, but then again, so does the reversible exchange Vegito. So if we're seeing these types of stats on these characters, you can bet the challenge content is going to meet this head on. They're going to be pretty tough. So we're going to be looking at some longer fights, probably some more challenging fights that require you to really just buckle in. So these are the types of characters you want to be bringing alongside for the ride. So yeah, this is the Goku. Fantastic. Really, really, really good. And then we move on to the character that I have been looking forward to, the Royal Blue Vegeta. This unit does not have any active skill. And unfortunately, based on like shallow stats, he is a bit of a letdown at first. But like I did on my live stream, after thinking about it, he's a bit of a sleeper. So let's take a look at his animations and then we'll discuss what he can do.
あいつとの約束を守らなければならないんだ。俺のやり方で限界なんと加えてやら。
これが俺の全てだ。
Oh, he does attack Topo. I didn't notice that. And here's the Link super attack. So my gut reaction when I saw that was that a lot of the animations feel repurposed, and I think they pretty much are, because we've seen that final Kamehameha from Goku. We've seen this little teleport. Okay, what is this called in Vanishing Step, right? We've seen this maneuver. Everything that we've seen in this feels like it's already been done, which it kind of has, because we've hit these notes on other characters' animations in the past, and we don't have much else to go on. So I was kind of hoping for a little bit more variety, but again, it's more about what the character can do. This was just my first reaction. But then let's take a look at what the guy can do. This is where you really have to pay attention to realize what he is capable of. So let's pull it up. So he is also a 220% leader skill, Universe Survival Saga. That is his leader skill. So no successor. There's no successor leader skill at all. So I guess successors will be focused on in part 2. But 220% for this guy, key +4. And then for the stats, permanently raises attack on the 18 key with the unit super attack. And he temporarily stacks on the other ones. Okay. The great thing about the unit super attack, doesn't have to be the Goku from Universe Survival Saga. It can be any Goku. For me personally, though, it'll always be one of the UI Gokus, but it can be any Goku as long as it's not Youth, Ginyu, Junior, etc. For the passive, attack plus 60%, damage reduction plus 30% for 6 turns when there's another Universe Survival Saga category ally attacking or on the team. Basic effects, attack and defense 200%. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type SCR excluded into rainbow. When attacking, attack plus 200%. For every attack performed, key +1, defense plus 40% up to 200. Damage reduction plus 7% within the same turn for every attack performed. Doesn't have to be super attack, any attack. For every 2 key spheres obtained, launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack up to 5 times within the turn. Meaning, if you pick up 10 key spheres, you are guaranteed 5 additional attacks, and then of those 5, each one has a 30% chance of becoming a super. So in any given turn, with your main super attack, your primary one, your additional, that's 2, plus these 5, if I'm mathing this right, you could be launching 7 attacks in one turn. Let's just say all of them are not even supers. They're just attacks, which is, first of all, impossible. But if it were the case, you are getting 49% damage reduction by virtue of just launching 7 attacks. 49% plus the initial 30% for 6 turns, plus the other 30% from launching 6 or more super attacks in battle. You're looking at 100% damage reduction, which again, that's not possible, I don't think. Well, it's not. You can't launch a regular attack. Well, no, if you're sealed, you can, yeah. So that's the secret of this character. He is not a slot 1 unit. He is meant to get the ball rolling. Kind of similar to the 17 Golden Frieza, only better in my opinion. And then, of course, you know, if all of those attacks are super attacks, you're going to be looking at some crazy stats. So what made me initially very nervous and apprehensive about the character was the fact that after looking at Vegito and Super Saiyan 4 Goku, these numbers don't scream crazy good, just at face value. But if you think a little bit, you start to realize. So this guy is going to be a sleeper. I will prove to you how dominant he can be when we do that showcase. But yeah, I am excited for this guy now. Wasn't so excited during my initial reaction. After that, all of that, by the way, took like 40 minutes. So after that, they discuss the pity. The pity system is coming back. We also get our first look at the banners. So we've got the Super Saiyan Goku, the Dokkan Festival Vegito. We got Hercule. So this is where we first got confirmation that Hercule is the banner unit. We got Blue Dudes back there. We got GGT. And we got the Broly from the Worldwide Celebration. And then over here, we got the 2 new LRs. Then we've also got Gohan, Trunks, Janemba, and the Gammas. Everybody is back. 50 multis are required to earn enough coins to buy 1 copy of one of the new characters. They write it out and market it as 500 by pulling the summon 500 times. When I first saw this, I had a heart attack because I thought that meant 500 multis. No. 500 summons is the equivalent of 50 multis. You had to think a little critically there, which I didn't. But yeah, this is a very stupid way to sell it, but whatever. So yeah, pity is coming back. They don't talk about the... Actually, now that I think about it, they didn't talk about the summon format. So because they didn't talk about the summon format, I guess that means they're not going to be doing the guaranteed featured step up. I guess that might be a game time decision. We'll have to check the data download in the next video because I'm going to be talking about that. And then after that, we get the roadmap update. So we have the LR Piccolo over here. We have the banner unit. This is where we first find out that it's Goku, because we didn't know that before. And then we also have the Goten Trunks TUR. And this wraps up all of the new characters that will be coming up during part 1. Part 2, and this really lends more credence to the whole box size theory. So if we were to use that as our baseline now, that means part 2 has 1, 2, 3, 4 characters incoming that are brand new. So banner unit will probably be this one, and then we'll have these 3 as the new summonable characters, which we'll talk about. So that's that. And then after that, they did the whole like 77 Dragonstone thing, which they completed. So we will be getting those 77 Dragonstones. Here's the thing where they almost messed this up hard. It was these 10 enemies between the 3 of them. They finally got it done with like 20 seconds left. And there you go. That is the full breakdown of the live stream. So this is, why is this any different from the reaction video? Well, I'm not screaming. I'm not, you know, I'm not guessing things. I'm just telling you what it all is. So this is a much more condensed version of everything that happened in there. Let me just quickly scroll through Air Dokkan's tweets to see if there's anything that I missed. I think we got everything. Also, if there's any bad words, I do apologize. I can't control what everyone else says. Oh yeah, categories. Can't really show all of it. Yeah, they show the categories. A lot of categories. Oh yeah, one thing I did not mention. The plus symbol is the new way to identify a reversible exchange character. You have characters that would be Goku and Vegeta with the ampersand symbol. You would see Goku / Vegeta indicating an exchange unit. Exchange unit is a one-way ticket. If you exchange, you're not going back. A reversible exchange would be on units indicated by a plus sign. That's what they're going to be using moving forward. So in terms of the same name update, this is not going to, I don't think, going to affect you negatively at all. I think this is considered Super Saiyan Goku plus Super Saiyan Vegeta Angel. If we ever get another Super Saiyan Goku plus Super Saiyan Vegeta Angel, then we'll have a problem. But I don't imagine that they are going to be doing another reversible exchange on the same character anytime soon. That's like a 30-year anniversary kind of thing. All right, moving up, moving up, moving up. All this stuff is here. Banner today, we talked about that. Banner is dropping in 7 hours from me posting this video. 6 hours. Not a whole lot of time left, people. Oh, is this the... Yeah, this is the, like, sizzle video. It's just going to show all the animations from previous anniversaries. And that looks to be it. Huh? Isn't Mr. Satan secretly added? What? Yeah, that is everything. So that is the full breakdown for the 10th anniversary campaign stream. I am very tired. I'm running on fumes, but I'm still not done. I got to make a couple more videos and then I'm out. But I will see you guys very, very soon. So hopefully you guys are hyped as I am, and hopefully you guys are rest and refurbished and ready to go. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let in the comments your thoughts on the stream broadcast overall. Was it a success? Was there any point that you were not happy about? What misses did you think kind of sucked? Or, you know, just explain your opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Anything that I missed, feel free to share in the comments down below. Do forgive me if I miss anything. I am very exhausted. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned, and remember to Dokkan responsibly.